You know, one thing many of us RVers never quite have enough room for is storage. We got all of our toys, the things that we like to take around with us on our campouts, and the stuff we want to pack in that storage space, and there's never quite enough. Well, I just may have the ultimate storage box for you, or maybe not. If you've been a regular reader of the blog and these YouTube videos, you know that I have a lot of stuff I like to take with us on our RV adventures. The problem is there's not a lot of room when I bring our clothes and the regular camping gear we like. So the solution for me has been a cargo box. Now, I've had one cargo box that we actually bought a couple of years ago called the Stowaway 2. That's kind of what it looks like. I ended up getting rid of it, selling it, because, well, I couldn't carry bikes with it. It fit in the back hitch on the RV, and there just was no room then for me to put on a bicycle hitch on the back. And I like to take our bikes. Somebody said, well, you could put the bike hitch on the front, but then we'd look like the Beverly Hillbillies, for crying out loud. So I sold the Stowaway 2 and have been without a cargo box until now. A friend of mine had one, and, well, I'm borrowing it to see if it's something I'd want. And we'll see if you want it too. Some people say this is the ultimate storage box. Well, let's take a look. There it is on the back of our Roadtrek CS Adventurous XL. It's made from a company called Nicova. They're a small company based in suburban Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And this is a nice looking cargo box. It's clean, it comes in black, or you can get for a slightly extra a white one as well. It has a sturdy lock on it. It has, if you'll look up here, places to mount 2 bicycles. Right here, we'll show you that in a couple of minutes. Let's take a look at the storage. But notice that this opens sideways. The other ones kind of have a lid that pulls up, but this model opens to the side. There's plenty of room in there. I'm thinking about an inflatable kayak I could keep in here. We'll put some lawn chairs in here. The grill, you know how they get dirty and you don't like to have them underneath the sofa where you sleep. So this is a good place for the grill. And lots of stuff. The dog food, so it's in there and you don't have to have the dog smelling his food all the time and wanting to get underneath the sofa. Lots of room. Perhaps the most distinctive part of the Nicova carrier is this, a bike rack. Now this is a really nice bike rack. It will actually hold 2 of your bikes up top. This is a nice touch, a sturdy ring to fasten a bike lock, and up here that's a adjustable holder that will attach to the handlebar of the bike to keep it stable as you're driving. Very nice feature. Now of course this swings out. The first step is to turn this little knob, get that nice and loose. That's the first part. And then there's this little latch which keeps it intact. You want to pull that out of the hole, take it all the way out. You might want to put a little grease on that or a little W40 so it comes out a little easier. After you've loosened those, you just pull this out like so, and you can see it very simply will move to the side. And you want to push it like so, and then you have plenty of room for your doors. But there are some drawbacks, some big ones, and the biggest of them all, the price. This thing costs $2,800 Canadian. That works out to about $22.67 US. However, you can't buy it in the US. You can only buy it in Canada. You can only have it shipped to somebody in Canada. That's what I did. I had it shipped to a friend and we picked it up and borrowed it from the friend. Now that is a lot of money. Just by comparison, the Stowaway 2 that I had was about $795 and they have free shipping. There are some other drawbacks. The Stowaway 2 has 16 cubic feet of storage. This only 15. Stowaway 2 will hold 200 pounds of cargo. This, 150. Now that includes, I believe, the 2 bicycles as well. So it doesn't compare in the specs, and it doesn't certainly compare in the price. And there's one other thing that would be true, I think, of the Stowaway 2 as well. When you are driving down the road with this thing, these sensors on the vehicle that tell you, you know, when there's a car in the other lane that's approaching you. You know, those little sensors, there's a little warning on the mirrors. Well, they're constantly on because the sensors pick up this at the back of you, think somebody's right behind you or too close and passing you. And that can disable that on the highway, so when somebody really is passing you, you don't know because those lights are always on. Now this cargo box weighs about 100 pounds. That means it's kind of tough to move this thing on and off the vehicle. So the folks at Nicova have thought about that, and they have provided this, a very handy little wheeled trolley that attaches underneath the box just before you unhook it from the vehicle. And that makes it easy to wheel around as you take it off and move it in and off the vehicle. However, there's a problem, because to get that hitch off and to get the box off the hitch, you need to loosen that bolt. And to loosen that bolt, you need to have an impact driver. Now, I don't have an impact driver, so that means I either have to buy one. The cost is 120 bucks. That's the cheapest I could find at Home Depot. Or I got to find a friend who has an impact driver who's willing to come over every time I want to take it on or off the vehicle. So, bottom line, hit or miss? Well, let's just say all things were equal. Money wasn't an object. This is a hit. I really do like this. I think it looks good. I love being able to take the bikes with me, having that extra cargo space. I'm very impressed with how well it moves and how easy and fast it is to take it out and push it aside so you can get the doors. I think that trolley is a really good idea because these things are heavy and you can move it out of the way and take it off the hitch with that trolley. But I can't get past the price. Even with the US exchange, this thing is $2,267, and you still have to find a way, if you live in the US, to get it. They won't ship it to the US, as I said. You can go to Quebec and have it installed. You compare that price with the $795 for the Stowaway 2, and in my book, it's very hard to justify this for that price. So, price alone makes it a miss. I'm Mike Wendland. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have some comments, please use the space below, and do me a big favor, please subscribe to our RV Lifestyle channel right here on YouTube. Thanks for watching.